My name is Sandy Masori from Balloon Utopia, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a bike. Now, I've been making this sculpture for many years, and to give credit where credit is due, I believe it's adapted from a balloon artist by the name of Captain Visual. I think this was published in one of his early books. Although, to be honest, I've been doing it for so many years now, I can't remember if I'm doing it exactly the way he taught or if I've made modifications to it over the years. So just to be on the safe side, let's give him his credit. But this bike, it's made out of 5 balloons, and it is a little bit of an intermediate technique. This is not an easy one, and it will take practice to get it. Okay? So let's get started. We're going to take our first 260 that is basically fully inflated with a good burp, or almost fully inflated with about, a thumb tip worth of reservoir left on the other end. And we want to give it a little stretch, so it's going to be a little bit more pliable, easier to work with, and longer. Okay, and we want to find the center of the balloon. So to do that, we're going to bring the 2 ends together, pinch it, and twist one side. Okay, and then we're going to take our second 260 that is basically fully inflated, maybe give it a little stretch, and we're going to twist a bubble right off the top there. And we're going to twist that bubble into the connection that we just into the connection point that we just made on our first balloon. Okay, so right now we kind of have something that looks like a T or one of those propeller stick things or something like that. Okay, now here's where it gets tricky, because in order for this to work, you have to maintain a constant pressure on the balloon, and it has to be a pressure that's not too much and not too little. And it is an experience thing. It's something that you get with practice, and it's not something that I can explain to you exactly how it should feel. When you get it, you'll know. But basically, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap the balloon into like a wheel or a spiral, okay? So we're going to kind of roll it in on itself, and this is where that pressure comes into play, because in order for it not to unroll as we're doing it, we have to keep a pretty constant pressure on it, like this. Okay? And then when I'm ready to close it now, I need to hold on to 2 parts of the balloon to keep that pressure. You're going to twist that bubble right here. I don't know if you can see that in my hand there. And then you want to bring your other balloon, the one that's sticking out, and you kind of want to squeeze and twist all 3 of these pieces together. Okay, just like so. Okay, so there we go. We have the front tire. And then the only other thing that we want to come up about, I'd say a little over a handful, and twist those together there. And you don't necessarily have to do that part right now. You can do that in just a moment. Okay, so this is our front tire. We're going to put this down, and now we're going to do our back tires. And we're going to do the same thing, find the center. Now you'll see that I've left a lot more uninflated here, and that's because we're going to need to do more work with this next set of balloons than we did with the first. Okay, so we're going to find our center point, hold on to it. Now we're going to take another balloon, find our center point, twist it off, make an X. Okay? You see both of these have some space left for the air to move. We're going to take our tire balloon here, twist our bubble, wrap it around. Now you want to make sure that you have on one side the nozzle ends of the balloon and on one side the nipple ends of the balloon, okay? Because that way it'll just be, it's more likely that you'll get a good half and half, I think, than if you maybe had one balloon folded over onto the same side or something. But then again, that could just be me. Okay, so the same like we did just a moment ago, only now we're controlling more balloons. We want to spiral that into itself. Okay, just like so. Okay, now we're going to take our first set and we're going to twist it around this little bubble that I've twisted off the edge of the tire there. Okay, and once we do that, that will lock this into place, and we don't have to worry about it unraveling so much. There we go. Okay, now we still have these two kind of coming out like wings. We want to come onto the side of the tire that has the bubble facing it. Okay, so this is the bubble facing out, and this is the, extra spiral side. We want to come to this side and bring these two pieces of balloon just like that, right to the front of it, and lock them together. Now, one piece is going to stay sticking straight out, and the second piece, and this is why we want to make sure that it's a little bit squishy, that we have some room here, because what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring this up and twist it into this piece here. Okay? So now we have this kind of three-prong thingy. Okay? And this piece, I'm going to give it a little bit of a stretch. Now, these two pieces here, we're going to bring them together and twist a little bubble on the end of each of them, just like that. This piece here, we're going to bring together. We're going to twist a little bubble there and connect it to here. Okay, you can sort of start to see how our bike is shaping up here. Okay, we're going to twist a little bubble at the top here and measure it. We want to leave, I'd say about like that, because you need a little bit sticking up. And we're going to twist this loop. This is going to make the seat of our bicycle. Okay, so there's our seat. You can see we have the back wheel, and then this is kind of that part, and this is the frame part. We're going to take our front wheel and basically just kind of lay them together and twist them around each other. Okay, and so you might wind up like kind of wonky like this. That's okay. That's okay. Then you're going to just go back and pop it into place where it belongs, like that. We want to do a little bit of shaping. We don't want our handlebars just sticking straight up like that. So gently, maybe we want to, sorry for the squeak there, we maybe want to gently do a little bit of shaping to get those handlebars to kind of end out like that and like that. And there we go. What we have is a very nice